Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan here again, and we're going to be covering a very quick vlog on what's going on around here. First, the HobbyLink Japan competition's closed. I've submitted my entry near the last minute due to work commitments, did an all-nighter, internet packed up, and managed to shove it through the door within a few hours of closing. So I'm quite relieved. It was a lot larger project than I sort of predicted and spent a little too much time on it. So that's all done and dusted. And again, the most frustrating part is no one's able to really see it online, or you guys, until they're finished judging and all their hoo-ha, and I'll be able to release it out there. Unfortunately, only my family's seen it so far, but we'll get back to that a little later. There's a few events I want to talk about and some stuff around the studio, but one of the most important ones is my airbrush packed up, and it's not this one. This is my second Spa Max, but unfortunately the problem is you've got the air solenoid in here, and you get the little T-piece that you push down with the trigger to get air. Now, when I do that, the air doesn't come through, and I've proven that I think the solenoid's not the problem, but there's definitely a malfunction. And unfortunately I'm going to have to replace the airbrush, so that's bad luck on my behalf, but we all soldier on. This is why spares are always good, if you can afford it, of course. So to other things, as I use my cat as a backdrop, I've been playing around with this Flames of War resin and metal Matilda scorpion flail. Very unusual, very rare tank. Barely any of them got built. So, in between drawing of the HobbyLink Japan competition, that's been played with. I've snapped the Liger, blade Liger from Tomu Takada. This is that D style, or it's a lot like an SD kit. And my inspiration to paint this is to look like her, which is, it's going to be pretty cool and interesting airbrush experiment. This would be entered in the Mecha contest. And in the next 4 months or so, between my main Helmorgan project, I want to try to pump out a hand painting in enamel tutorial. And I've also noticed that my tutorial on spraying with lacquers is extremely popular, yet I consider it a bit rubbishy. Would like to try to refilm that and do it on a kit that I've purchased. Now, with the 4th Unicorn movie coming out, they've tried to release all the kits that appeared in there in 1:144 scale. And as you all guys know, they've got things like the Zaku sniper in different colours and the jug and all that extra goodies. I've also seen the other kits they're not doing re-releases or making of, things like the Kapul and some of the Zaku customs like the desert version or whatnot is being re-released in the MSV and no grade glory. If you guys are after any of those kits, it's the best time to pick it up, and I've definitely got myself another Kapul. Now, for upcoming related events, in the next week is AICon in Tasmania. I've been drafted to come along to that with the retail store Ozanimart. I'm going to help them sell stuff and whatnot. It's just a bit of a holiday from work in Tasmania. So if any of you guys are going there, pop by and say hello. Model Expo, the long weekend or Queen's birthday. The whole Mecha Workshop team will be there from Saturday 9th of June to Monday the 11th of June. Of course, the Friday you can enter your kits. I'll put the website down below for more information. As always, I'm plugging Cam's Mecha Contest 2012. If you don't know what this is, you've been under a rock lately. This closes July 1st. That's about roughly less than 4 months. I've got to get my main Helmorgan project finished for that, which needs to be balanced between this and the former bucket competition known as the Gunpla World Cup, which will be, or the Australian heat will be at Smash, 14th of July. The registration for that for everyone in Australia that wishes to participate is open. The rules have slightly changed, and I believe they're going to change again, so I'll put a link below for registration and for the rules. Also, I've been asked to plug a forum. If a lot of you older modelers might remember the Bakuk.com, which had the nice gallery, promise of prizes and whatnot, which didn't quite deliver, but that's okay because it built a really nice community of the super skilled mixing in with new people. And because it's sort of a low profile forum, it gave a lot of time for people who were struggling or wanted some assistance, hand-on-hand help. It was a great place to develop. This is where I established myself as a modeler. And you had people like the likes of DC23 that was floating around at the time. Some of the older members are going to try to resurrect it and call it PLAMOCON.com. I'll leave a link down there, and even if you're not interested in joining, I recommend checking out the old archive gallery, as there's a lot of amazing work in there. Also, if you're always looking for a busy, rough and fun time forum, Gundam Australia is always happy to accommodate. Thank you guys for watching, and of course till next time, the next series of videos that will be regularly released will be the Helmorgan project, which I'll be scratch building that massive Mecha Musume kit. So stay tuned for that, and please enjoy.